Hello, and welcome to our operational training video for the ImageCast Evolution, also known as ICE, an all-in-one poll-based tabulator and ballot marking device. When used for voting, the ImageCast Evolution tabulator is set on top of a compatible ballot box. The ICE contains different parts and features. LCD display screen. The tabulator's LCD touchscreen is the main method of interaction between the tabulator and the user. Cast and return buttons. These push voting buttons are only used to confirm or return for correction ballots that are blank or overvoted. Security keypad. The security keypad works together with the security key, allowing users to access administrative functions. Ballot entry slot. A ballot is inserted into the tabulator using this front entry slot. Memory card access ports. Memory cards containing the election database are inserted into the ICE tabulator via these ports. AVS port. The AVS port is located on the rear right side of the ICE unit and is used to connect devices for accessible voting. Thermal printer. This thermal paper printer is used for printing various reports, such as the zero report, status report, and the results report during the course of an election. Ballot exit slot. After a ballot is successfully cast, it drops into the ballot box through this exit slot. AC power port. The power adapter connects to the tabulator through this port. Depending on the type of ballot box used, the ImageCast Evolution is either designed to be delivered to and from the polling location already mounted on the ballot box, if using the molded plastic option, or the ICE can be delivered to and from the polling location in its carrying case, if using the corrugated plastic ballot box option. Position the ballot box near a power outlet. If using the plastic ballot box, lock it in place. Depending upon your jurisdictional procedures, you may then verify that there are no ballots or other materials within the ballot box, including the auxiliary, write-in, and other compartments, and then seal and secure the box. If using the plastic ballot box, after the compartments have been secured, remove the security seals from the lid in order to remove it and access the ICE tabulator. Following your jurisdictional procedures, verify that all other seals on the ICE tabulator are intact on the required locations. Once plugged in, power on the unit by simply lifting up the monitor to its operating position. You can adjust the angle of the screen to the desired position using the monitor support stand. Open up the privacy flaps to reveal the LCD display screen. Secure the flaps in place. Once the ICE tabulator has fully powered up, the system will prompt for the security key to be applied to the security keypad. Press the key firmly to the pad and hold it in place until the login screen appears on the display. Enter the username and password and press the OK button. When logged in, the poll worker menu will appear. Press the Open Poll option to display poll management options on the right-hand side of the screen. You will be presented with the following three settings: poll status, which allows the user to open the poll; print zero tape, which sets whether the zero tape prints or not; and number of copies to print, which sets the number of zero tapes to print. The zero tape settings will be pre-configured in advance. When the poll worker is ready to open the poll, press the Open button beside Poll Status, and then confirm that you wish to continue by pressing OK. If the zero tape setting was set to print, the zero tape will start printing. Once printing is finished, the display screen will ask if you want to print another copy. Select No if you don't want to print more copies than the number already configured to print. After printing procedures are completed, the poll is now officially open, and the main menu screen will appear. The ICE tabulator is ready for operation. A standard voting session is used for scanning marked paper ballots. To activate a standard voting session, press the Standard Voting option on the main menu. The Standard Voting poll management screen will then appear on the right-hand side. To commence the standard voting session, press the Start option and then press OK on the confirmation screen. The standard voting screen will appear and the unit is now ready to scan ballots. Note that if the poll has been opened for the first time, the total voters and ballot cast counters will be 0. If the poll was resumed after having been previously opened and ballots had previously been cast, the counters will not be 0. A poll worker will give the voter a ballot as well as a secrecy folder so that their vote can be kept completely private. The voter will take the ballot to a designated marking station where a marking pen will already be provided. To vote, the voter fills in the oval next to their choice, using only the pen provided. When they are finished voting, the voter should place their ballot in the secrecy folder. They are then ready to approach the tabulator poll worker. The voter should be instructed to wait until the ballot is successfully cast, in case the tabulator detects any non-typical voting scenarios. Voters may correct their ballot if necessary. When a valid ballot is scanned, the screen will display the messages "Scanning ballot in progress," then "Valid ballot," and lastly, "Casting ballot." After the ballot is cast and dropped into the ballot box, the total voter counter and ballots cast on the screen will increase by 1, and the screen will return to system ready. However, if the tabulator detects certain non-typical voting scenarios, a warning message will be displayed on the screen. These scenarios include a blank ballot, which the voter can choose to cast as is or return for correction, an overvoted ballot, which the voter can choose to cast as is or return for correction. If the tabulator detects unclear marks, the ballot will be immediately returned and the screen will display an ambiguous mark message. This ballot must be corrected before it can be cast. Follow your jurisdictional procedures on how to handle these voting scenarios. Voters can choose to use the accessible ballot marking features of the tabulator. Ask the voter how you may assist them, and let them know about the 3 different assistive device options available: the audio tactile interface, also known as the ATI, paddle buttons, and sip and puff. Offer the voter a place to sit during their voting session. Provide the voter with a brief orientation of the assistive device that they have asked to use. Ensure that the required device and headphones are correctly connected. Allow the voter to situate themselves and let them feel the buttons on the ATI if using that device. Ask the voter if they have any questions and to let you know when they are ready to begin their voting session. When the voter is comfortably seated and ready to begin, apply the security key to access the main menu. From the main menu, select Accessible Voting on the left-hand side of the touchscreen. Select the Start button within the Accessible Voting Session option box. Confirm that you wish to initiate an accessible voting session. When prompted, insert a blank ballot into the tabulator. The audio and on-screen instructions will then automatically begin. Voters can receive their voting instructions either by audio only, screen only, or both audio and screen. If the voter has difficulties hearing the instructions, assist the voter in adjusting the volume. When the voter completes their ballot, the ballot will be marked, cast, and dropped into the ballot box. The total voter counter and the ballots cast on the screen will increase by 1, and the screen will return to system ready.